My name is Arthur Graham. Many of you know me as Tiger, and I am running for mayor of East Hampton Village. We're now in the midst of an unprecedented global pandemic, but we'll get through this together. We appreciate all the efforts of those on the front lines: doctors, nurses, hospital workers, EMS, police, fire, and all volunteers. We know this will affect many of you with health and economic ramifications. Your board is looking for ways to support small businesses and our neighbors. Hopefully, we're nearing some resolution to this virus, but until then, we all need to practice social distancing and any other guidance from the CDC, County Health, and New York State. For now, I'll be communicating via email, telephone, and occasional videos like this one. When I first ran for the board in 2017, I wanted to bring new ideas and change to the village board. When I won that election to fill out Albert Edwards' term, I started right in working with my fellow trustees to effect some of the changes I felt the village was looking for. In 2018, when Rose Brown and I ran for full-term election to the board, we ran as a change of pace to the way the board had operated for years, stressing transparency and a renewed focus on the core constituents of the village. Since our election, we've been able to help the village board move forward on over 20 new initiatives. And that vision of ours from 2018 is still guiding us as we move forward. That vision from 2018 is highlighted on our website, www.fishhooksparty.org. I commit to moving forward on these and any other ideas that make sense for the village. Now, none of this means that I seek big changes in the village we all love. I want to change the way that people interact with the board. I pledge to listen to every opinion about the village from everyone, not just village residents. As mayor, I will have regular office hours, and if a seasonal resident wants to talk to me on a weekend, I'll make myself available. I pledge to listen to every opinion with respect. I may disagree, and then you may change my mind. I sincerely hope that when someone gives me their opinion, they walk away from the encounter with the impression that I listened and that I gave their ideas full consideration. My leadership style, which often differentiates one candidate from another, is one of transparency, buy-in, and cooperation rather than confrontation. My 30+ years in finance have given me the tools to understand budgets and financial statements, and my management experience has informed the way that I deal with people, collaboratively setting policies so that people buy into the task at hand, not autocratically handing down edicts for people to follow. We're in the process of remaking the village board, moving away from the insular atmosphere of years past to a more dynamic board that is not afraid to take on big dreams and big projects. It is possible that come July 1st, we could have 3 new board members with no trustees' term dating to before 2017. We need to move ahead with a fresh board, fresh new ideas, and a board that is not afraid to move forward into the 2020s, not back to the 2000s. I would like to address 2 statements from my mayoral opponents. In a letter to the Star, Barbara Borsak said that the idea that I brought forward, the idea for wastewater treatment, was beyond amusing. Well, Mayor Rickenback asked me to join the Hook Pond Study Group in the summer of 2014, not 2015. And I worked closely with Lombardo and Associates to develop that report. One of the recommendations in the report issued in June of 2015 was that we needed to reduce the nitrogen levels in the pond. I was the one that spearheaded wastewater treatment in my 2017 campaign for the board. And Barbara came on board with that idea at that time, not when the consultants made their report. I guarantee that had Rose Brown and I not pushed the initiative in the 2018 election, the old style board would still be studying it. Now, not every idea is mine and mine alone, but without my championing this initiative, we would not be where we are today. And as far as our Herrick Park restoration plan goes, Where was Barbara Borsek for all those years that Herrick Park was deteriorating on her watch? As far as Jerry Larson's claim that I have delivered no evidence of change in my 4 years on the board, well, I've only been on the board for 3 years, and I think we've delivered a lot of change for the better. Just look at the 20 initiatives the board has passed during my time on the board, from the Herrick Park plan, to the wastewater treatment plan, to curbing magazine litter in the village, to the leaf blower legislation, to the Wi-Fi at the beaches. You can read more about that on our website.